This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Look, I just want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about tattoos.
Oh, yes.
On this sunny Thursday. Welcome to the show, everyone. We've got you for 2 hours and we're going to love every second of it.
Best day of the week.
It really is. Now, Big W has been forced to remove a tattoo kit, an at-home tattoo kit.
Why? Let people grip.
No. I nearly called you Leo then. Oh my God, what is happening? I was going, Leo? No, it's got a working tattoo gun, needles and ink that anyone can purchase online, including children like Leo.
Leo would be mad for this.
I mean, back in my day, you used to get, I feel like it's a pen and a compass.
A compass.
Tell us about your home tattooing exploits. Or were you, I'm going to say, lucky enough to grab one of these kits online before they were pulled?
It's still a massive thing, Swanee. I was at dinner last night with some mates and my mate Kurt goes, oh, look at my new tattoo on my foot. And I was like, oh, that looks a bit like it looks weird. And he's like, oh, I did it myself 3 a.m. Sunday morning.
Oh, my God.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
A tattoo gun kit has been pulled off a retailer's website because people said, excuse me, like my daughter's got, my kids have got my credit card details. They can go on and buy anything they like.
Imagine if Leo just walked on in with a tattoo kit.
Oh, my God.
I would love it.
Because it could arrive and I wouldn't even know, and then I just hear that sound coming out of his bedroom. And then bang, he's just got one. Imagine if he came up with just one solo teardrop on that beautiful bronzed face of his. We're talking home tattoo nightmares. Shelby,
Yes, hello, how are you?
you have got a tattoo gun at home. Why?
I do have a tattoo gun at home. I love my tattoos. I get them done professionally. But I also decided to buy a tattoo gun, and the first thing I went and done was draw 4 lines on my leg to see how thick the ink was.
And
now I have 4 lines on my ankle, which are just there now.
See, I'm a very practical person. I would find that very handy because I write shopping lists and stuff on my hand, and I would just use those lines to make a very nice list that says self-raising flour,
Yes.
organic eggs. Put my list on it, Shelby. Are you going to be having more of a crack? Is there more on the horizon for your body than just 4 lines?
Yes, there is. I have also written my nephew's name and my daughter's name on my hand, on the palm of my hand, which rubs off, so it looks like I've just got a bunch of scribble, really.
And how
on my hand.
how did it rub off?
I'm not sure. Just on your hands, it seems to come off after time. So, just like I've had the inside of my lip tattooed, and that wears off.
I think that's really cool, the inside of your lip. Shelby, did you do the hand one yourself? Was that at home?
Yes, that was at home.
Right. So that's probably why it rubbed off. It's not as good qual as a tattoo shop.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was pretty good.
It's pretty feminine.
You're in the draw for Nova's First Class and 50K just for getting on air, Shelby.
Hello, Jilly. What did you get up to in old London town?
Yes, my son, Dane, tattooed a heart on my right shoulder. Before I left home, I phoned Manly Council and asked what the universal symbol was for family, and they said the heart.
Oh.
Why
my son...
Why did you call Manly Council for that answer?
Library, I mean.
Oh, the library. Okay, that makes better sense.
Sorry, Chrissy.
No,
Sorry,
you're
the
all
library.
right, Jilly.
And I was told the universal symbol for family was the heart. So I got my son Dane to do a tattoo of a heart with the rays of love coming from it on my right shoulder.
And did it hurt?
No, not at all.
Is it still on there, Jilly?
Yes, it is. It's permanent.
And is it in colour or just a little black heart?
Just a little black heart.
Oh, Jilly, I love that.
You're a cool mum, Jill, and you're in the draw for Nova's First Class and 50K.
Let's finish with Michael. What did you get up to with a friend and your bum?
Hello.
How are you, Chrissy?
Michael.
Yeah, well, look, some years back now, but in regards to the tattoo, this guy, every time he finished his sentencing, he'd say, wow, yeah, that's good, wow, yeah, right, wow. And it just gets so annoying. So we all went out, we all got smashed drunk at a lovely restaurant. ended up down the bottom end of Newtown, took him to the parlour, and we got W tattooed on either side of the cheeks of his ass. So that when he bends over, wow.
Oh, my God.
Amazing.
Michael.
You're in the draw for Nova's first class at 50K, Michael.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Hey, Priceline Sister Club members. Don't forget, when you shop at Priceline, there is more to love as a Sister Club member. Every point gets you closer to a $5 reward. Scan your card in store or log in online and start shopping.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh,
I've got some questions for you, Christine Swan.
based upon...
An emergency reel you uploaded to your Instagram.
Oh, the chicken, the roast chicken.
It's caused some controversy, this reel, but we'll get to that soon.
It sure has.
But
you
I've
know,
just got-
just a little bit of feedback on that.
Yeah.
I ran into someone I haven't seen for ages just now before the show, and she said to me, "Those chickens looked as dry as the Sahara." And I'm like, yeah, maybe they were, but who cares?
Mama's got to feed the kids, all right?
That's it.
Okay, so let's conduct a little bit of a press conference because
Oh my God, I love it. I'm open for questions. Yes.
there were a lot of cooking chicken related tips and tricks in there, but I took away different things. So Jack Charles, Nova Entertainment, let me present some audio to you.
Okay, sure. Now, what you do, it's like roast chicken day spa. You just really get it all in there. Rub-a-dub-dub.
We're still talking about a
Baby
chicken?
massage. I knew those classes had come in handy.
Yeah, like a baby massage.
Okay, I get that, but what do you mean those classes? What classes are you attending, Christine Swan,
Well, I
to
don't-
massage a baby?
I don't know if they still exist, but back when I was having kids 15 years ago, baby massage classes were a big thing.
Really?
Yeah. And you learn how to massage a baby, and weirdly, they feel exactly like a raw chicken. Like all their bones and that little tiny bit of flesh over their
Right.
back, it feels exactly the same.
Okay, well, I love that. All right, audio number 2.
I'm a demon for labelling. Yeah. Demon. Yes, I'm a demon for it.
No question there. I just love the way you say demon.
I'm a demon.
I'm a demon.
Are you? I feel like you would be a demon for labelling if you just embrace that side of your personality.
No, I would be, but it's the aesthetic that ruins it. Like, it would ruin the aesthetic of my kitchen. I don't want some ugly Dymo label all over my stuff or your Brother P touch.
Yeah, I know the Brother P touch. Oh my God. That's the sort of tattoo I would get.
Okay, next piece of audio has caused some conjecture around the Nova Entertainment offices.
Really?
And it was when you went and named the chickens.
Yeah.
I think it's a really big deal that a whole chicken died for this meal, and I like to name them before I cook them.
Yeah.
And we give thanks for their life. I'm getting Chloe for this one.
Yeah, they name
And
themselves and I just...
Jermaine
Yeah.
for this one.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Now, Jermaine is an employee here at Nova Entertainment, and I have had 3 separate messages from people on our number 1 drive show, Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel, asking why you call the chicken Jermaine and if it is a dig at Jermaine.
It is most certainly not a dig at Jermaine. Do you know why I called that chicken Jermaine?
No, tell me.
So the Jermaine that I sort of conjured up was Jermaine with a G, after Jermaine Greer. Her famous book, The Female Eunuch,
Right.
has a torso on it that doesn't look that unlike a raw roast
Jermaine.
chicken.
You're Jermaine.
Yeah.
Okay. My next piece of audio.
She's a bit top heavy. Actually, I might turn them that way, like they're the girls from ABBA.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
So you know that great clip, I think it's Mamma Mia or maybe it's Waterloo, and there is a little shot in the video with one of the ABBA girls looking one way and
yes.
the other girl looking the other way, and then they swap. So that's what I meant. She's a bit top heavy.
Okay, and then
they were a bit top
my
heavy.
final piece of audio.
Touching you now. That's a line from my first ever pap smear.
Yeah,
Touching you now, Chrissy. Never forgotten it.
never forgotten it.
Tell me about this first pap smear. Who is touching you now?
The doctor. It wasn't just someone off the street. And I think it's a very polite way to warn someone that something's about to go inside them.
So that was very nice of you to do to Chloe and Jermaine before the garlic went
Correct.
straight up their clacker.
Because it does feel very intimate when you're putting things inside the chicken.
I love it.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I'm at it again. My vlog era continues. I was just in the kitchen with my friend Dan.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and I said, just record this because I'm going to roast some chickens, and I'm sure that people think that that's too hard for them. It's so easy.
I was ripping the piss of you before, but it was a great reel. It was really, easy to see how to make 2 roast chooks for a dude like me that can't really cook.
It's so easy, and don't buy into all the baste every half an hour stuff. You haven't got time for that, I can tell you. But I'm open for questions.
We're doing a press conference on this emergency vlog reel because I had questions off the back of a lot of comments you made, and I'm sure other people do. Kim?
Hi Jack. Hi Chrissy. How are you?
Hello, welcome to the press conference.
Thank you. I'm actually from the Langwarrin Advertiser.
Oh, lovely. Kim, what are your questions for me?
Well, I probably am not really following the proper protocol. It's not a question, but I just wanted to let you know I've literally just driven back to home from my closest Kmart because that tray that you put the chickens on is sold out everywhere.
I mean, come on, it's the power of the chicken.
Tell us about the tray, Swanee.
So the tray, you mean that black one that's designed to go in an air fryer?
Yeah, air fryer, yes.
How good is it?
That's the one.
So much.
I was looking it up, and it was sold out everywhere, and I managed to get the last one.
I couldn't remember what I paid for it. Was it $5 or $10?
They're $10.
$10, and it's got great clearance from the bottom of any old pan you've got, and it turns any pan, like a lasagna dish, whatever, into the perfect chicken roaster.
And why does that make the chook better, it being sort of sitting higher?
It's got to have the air, the hot
so it gets
air
crispy
underneath it, so it cooks everywhere. Otherwise, it's just sitting in its own juices.
I love it. Kim, you're in the draw for Nova's First Class and 50K. Happy chickening.
Thank you for your question, Kim, lead journalist from the Langwarrin Advertiser. Who's next?
Angela.
Hi, everyone. How are you this afternoon?
Good. What is your question and what publication are you from?
I am from the Frankston Standard.
Oh, yes. Great publish. What is it?
Publication.
Publication. Only the good stuff out this way. My question is a food safety handling question.
Oh, overrated.
I believe I witnessed you dip your knife into the garlic, spread it on one of the chickens, re-dip your knife back into the garlic. I think you've salmonella'd up your jar of garlic.
Well, I hope so. There's nothing like a bit of gastro for a good cleanse, Angela.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
My bad habit is using the same knife to smear garlic on a chicken and then putting it back in.
I'm a demon.
That you are, Chrissy Swan.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show. Let's talk conspiracy theories.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Seems like everybody's in the mood for an outlandish conspiracy theory, of course, inspired by Kate Middleton this week. The plot thickens with that.
She is either no longer with Will or she's had plastic surgery, I'm sure of it.
There is something going on there, but there may also be something going on with Avril Lavigne.
Good old Avril.
Now, I would have thought... I finished reading this article and I had to check if it was April 1st.
Right.
April Fool's Day, because this is absurd, I think. But I would like your opinion, Jack. Apparently, Avril Lavigne, the singer of absolute bangers, So Complicated. Oh, yeah.
Well, my personal favourite, my happy ending.
You've always got the cool one, haven't you? Everything. I mean, she's very talented.
She is, but she sort of disappeared.
Despite having married Chad Kroeger from Nickelback, which I will never understand.
I just went full Nickelback dancing to Avril then. No
did.
wonder. My neck really gets into it.
Whenever something from the early 2000s come on, you get full bogan neck.
Maybe it's because it was before I was out, so I'm trying to be a man.
Maybe. Or it might be that half your DNA is a big burly tradie.
It sort of is though.
Your dad is super
a bloke.
Mask.
Yeah.
And maybe you would
it's
a
in
little bit
there.
of that. But yeah, bogan neck comes out. I digress. Avril Lavigne has
oh yes,
apparently died many, many years ago.
Really?
I mean, it's so bizarre. There is a podcast hosted by a stand-up comedian called Joanne McNally, which does a deep dive into this. There's 3 episodes so far.
I want to listen.
I do too. Apparently, Avril Lavigne died after the release of her debut album in 2002 with Complicated on it.
Yes.
And if you think that sounds absurd, apparently the story really checks out. She was replaced, apparently.
By who?
By the record company. They found a doppelganger, which I suppose would make sense because we weren't that familiar with the features of Avril Lavigne then.
We weren't. And then she did have that drastic look change when she released Girlfriend in like 2007. She went full blonde. So it sort of tracks if this woman that they replaced her with suited a lighter look.
I'm trying to find the name of this woman. It's like Rebecca or something.
Yeah, it was something really like...
It was something really ordinary. And she's just completely stepped into... Melissa.
Melissa.
So
Mel.
instead of finding a new act, the record executives hired a doppelganger named Melissa to pose as the skater boy singer.
And Avril not that long ago dated Tyga, who is a rapper and ex of Kylie Jenner. Now, I think 2002 Avril, who was belting out bangers like this, wouldn't have ever dated Tyga, but maybe Melissa would have, and that's why she did.
But it's one thing to look like... Hello, Bogan Neck. Can you move that Lily Dale topping from over in the far left corner of the garden? It's one thing to look like someone else, but it's another thing to be able to sing exactly like them.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, the planets can't align that much.
And this was back before the days of AI.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
Anything for a 3-part podcast.
Now, I want to say I have hit the age where I am now excited to see the grown children of the superstars that I grew up with.
Yeah, this happened on air yesterday, didn't it?
I know. When you mentioned the name Jack Quaid.
Yeah.
And I was like, Quaid, I know that surname. I remember when Jack Henry was born to his mother, Meg Ryan, and his father, Dennis Quaid. And it was just always Meg, mother to Jack Henry. That's Jack Quaid, the actor now.
Yeah.
And he looks like an absolute perfect mix between Dennis and Meg.
He does. And it's not like he's 19, Swanee. He's like 30 now.
I know. Can you believe it? Another little blast from the past. I remember back in the day, Jack Nicholson was with a much younger woman, married, had babies, called Rebecca Broussard, who was incredibly beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, they had a daughter and a son, and the son was on the red carpet at the Vanity Fair Oscars party.
Oh, that's a good-looking couple.
He's all grown up. God bless him. I remember when he was a baby. His name is Ray.
Can you give me that picture? I want to knock off that suit.
Yeah, you're going to look great in that. The shades of grey and charcoal. And last but not least, the great Dakota Johnson, daughter of Don Johnson from Miami Vice and Melanie Griffith, has revealed that her and her hot Coldplay boyfriend, Chris Martin, they've been engaged for years.
Oh, like a secret engagement?
Yes, and we didn't even know, and I'm thrilled for her. I love her, do you?
Yeah, she's a full vibe.
She is a full vibe.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Thursday, the 14th of March. I like to say that because I'm constantly checking my watch to see
payday,
what the date is.
Everyone outside agrees with me.
Yes. Well, there you go. If you're paid on the 15th,
it's nearly
hang
here,
in
baby.
there. Hang in there. Now, I like to check the date because twice in the last week, I have written 2023. So I don't even know what year it is.
Oh, you're still there, babe.
Yeah. And you know that I'm a shut-in. I've spoken previously about that I am in my hermit era.
Yeah.
So imagine the thrill of finding out that the world's coolest street, it's not in Barcelona, it's not in Tokyo, it's not even in New York City.
Not in Paris?
Which they seem impossible to get to because so far. What if I said not New York City? What if I said Northcote, Thornbury, Preston?
What?
There is a street that anyone can get a domestic flight to.
Jump on JQ 541.
100%.
Head to Tullamarine, and what's the street?
High Street.
High Street, Preston.
High Street, Preston, Thornbury and Northcote. It goes the whole way through.
I'm more of a High Street Armadale dude.
Well, yes, I know that. You're a total bachelor dandy. But I love
That is cool.
area. It's so gritty and great coffee and like closed shops with fantastic graffiti on it. Love it.
I also love Chrissy's Quizzy.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's give away a bum bag.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Hello, Trish from Greensboro. I reckon you're the sort of person that likes a strong cup of tea in a gas bag.
Absolutely, along with a perfectly fitted bum bag, of course.
Of course, Trishy.
Trish, you're speaking her language.
Look at you go. Eva, are you also mad for the bum bag revolution?
I sure am.
Good. Oh, no. I want both of you to win.
Well, that's not how life works, or this game.
God, you're harsh. All right, girls, your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and will walk away with aforementioned bum bag. Question number 1. Which airline has revealed they'll allow pets on board?
Trish,
Yes, Trish.
it's Virgin.
It is Virgin Australia. What do you think about that?
Oh, look, I do like it, but what about the people who have phobias?
Can you ask me what I think about it?
Of dogs. Well, here's the thing, Trish. When this news broke, Jack was very, very ill. And I've been meaning to basically do a Mystic Chrissy on what I think he thinks of it.
Okay, go.
So I'm going to guess that you think it is the most disgusting idea you've ever heard.
You would be spot on, Mr. Chrissy. Why? We're already in a small cylinder with like 6 of us crammed in a row. We can barely fit as it is. I don't need someone's yapping rat dog under my feet. They're going to put it under the seats. That's where they're going to belong. I don't need that in a flight or on a flight. If it's a bit turbulent, I don't want to have to be worrying about little Jack Russell under me yapping away. Put it underneath with the cargo. Thank you.
Well, I like where you're going with that, and I agree with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fair. And it's not fair on the pet.
But for me, it's about the farts. Yeah. Because, Trish, I don't know how many, and Eva, I don't know how many pets you have, but they have a habit of farting when you least expect it.
And when you're in the air, your gases are really pushed out.
Oh, man, I think it's terrible.
Question number 2, you've got 1 point, Eva.
Stabilo Boss is a brand of what?
Trish,
Yes, Trish?
it's highlighters and pens.
It is. Are you a stationary demon?
Obsessed, absolutely.
What is your favourite pen to use, Trish?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Anything felt tip, I got to say.
Oh, you're an art line girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I like a Stedler stick. That's my weapon of choice. Anyway, we digress. Question number 3. Listen to this audio from Pink's concert this week. Now, Sweet Britney Spears is not the original lyric. Can you tell me what it is?
Trish.
Yes, Trish, for the win.
No, not for the win.
Oh.
Britney Spears.
What was it?
Damn Britney Spears.
Yes. Damn Britney Spears. Are you sure Trish just didn't get 3 in a row?
No, because Eva got question number 1, didn't she?
Okay. Are you still there, Eva?
I did, because the airline was Qantas and Virgin.
Hang on,
Animal pets.
Okay, let's just make this one for the win because I'm confused. maybe you were correct here, Chrissy.
Question number 4. Can you name one of Mark Wahlberg's 8 siblings? There was one in New Kids on the Block, girls.
Trish?
Yes, Trish.
Is it Danny?
I'm going to accept it. It's Donnie. And he was also in The Sixth Sense.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. A very small role in that.
Now, I feel a bit bad about this, Trish and Eva. So you're both in the draw for Nova's First Class and 50K, and we're going to both send you both a bum bag because I feel like maybe I did screw that up.
Yeah, I think you did.
Oh, thank you so much.
And we're going to put a Stabilo Boss and a Stedler stick in each one.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
I love this part of the week.
Swan's sweeping statements.
What is your unpopular opinion? I've got a good one this week. 13 24 10, give us a call. There's a Priceline pharmacy voucher in it for you. And in my humble opinion, switching to a cream eyeshadow will change your life.
It's what,
Just
10
saying.
years off you, Swanee?
Well, maybe that is my sweeping statement. No. I don't know if I'm brave enough to do this one.
Really? Are you nervous of backlash or are you nervous, are you embarrassed
I'm
by
nervous because there is some misunderstanding around this product, but...
Right.
I'm just going to say it. Are you familiar with the work of an incinerator?
Yes, I am. We never had one growing up, but I think my auntie and uncle did, and I always found it quite frightening.
An incinerator is the best thing in my kitchen. End of story.
Hang on. Queen of the air fryer over there. You're going to say it's better than the air fryer?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep. It is my favourite thing. Do you know why?
Why?
If anything's a bit off, if there's anything a bit it's gone. It doesn't smell anything up. It doesn't end up in the bin and stinking the bin.
So is it essentially like a
I
little
will never live without one. End of story.
blender in your sink, and then it just... Where does it go? Just into a bag that you have to empty?
Where the toilet stuff goes? Into the sewerage. Where the wee and poo goes.
Right.
I mean, I probably could have just said sewerage then.
Yeah, wee and poo's fine though.
But do you know what I mean? It's not going, into the waterways and killing fish and all. It's going where your poo goes. So just back off. Incinerators are life.
Love it. Strong sweeping statement.
Thank you. What's yours?
Last week I was unwell for a couple of days because I had food poisoning.
Yes. Are you feeling better?
So much better. I'm back to life. But
all my kids had food poisoning last week.
Really?
Yeah.
It was awful.
It was awful.
And I'm not one that's often sick, if you know what I mean, like by way of vomiting. But
Oh no, you have a chunder on a Saturday night, but it's obviously not gastro-related.
the exorcism of a vomit after food poisoning, that post-vom clarity and like the feeling after is as good as sex.
Really?
Like, it was just to lay on my bathroom floor after it had all come out of me, that big sweat, and just lay there knowing it's out of me. I just lay there with like such clarity, being like, wow.
It is an exorcism.
That felt, was awful at the time.
Yeah.
But man, it feels good now.
It is the demons coming out of you.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And we're doing this.
Swan's sweeping statements.
Oh yes, what is your unpopular opinion? Mine is that incinerators are life-changing and I'll die on this hill. I've had one in every single house I've lived in my whole life.
I get how great they are, and you've explained to me why, but I'm still just like shocked that you're not holding the air fryer in the same sort of steed. Like, you're obsessed with your air fryer. I think you really need to go home and think about this.
No, I have thought about it, and that tells you how much I love my incinerator.
Okay.
And it feels really good to stand up and say, I love my incinerator, because weirdly, I feel like I'm not allowed. Jordan, what is your sweeping statement?
This is an easy one for me. The Hungry Jack chip is the most superior, best fast food chip there is.
I mean, this is a big call, and everyone's got their favourites. My daughter's is Red Rooster. There you go.
Hey, that's it's not bad, but can get a little soggy. But that medium cut is perfect.
The medium cut, yeah. The Hungry Jacks and the Red Roosters are bigger, but my daughter loves the Red Roosters because they are soggy.
I get what Peg means, but I think I have to be in a specific mood. Like, if I want a fry, I'll go on Macca's fry, but if I want a thick cut, a KFC or a Red Rooster is fantastic.
If I want to get a whole handful and shove them in my mouth, there's nothing like a Macca's fry for that.
They are the best. But
good on you, Jordan.
Jordan, you're in the draw for Nova's First Class and 50K, and you have a Priceline Pharmacy voucher.
Kristen, what is your unpopular opinion?
Oh, this could be really unpopular, Chrissy and Jack. My sweeping statement is that Marvel Stadium is too big for pink.
Why too big specifically for pink? Of course, we're talking Marvel Stadium. There's two big stadiums in Melbourne. One is Rod Laver and the other one is Marvel.
And I've seen her several times at Rod Laver, and it just feels like such a more intimate, setting. She flies over your head. I just felt, as much as I loved Marvel, I just felt it was just too big, and I didn't get to really see enough of Little Miss Pink out there on the stage.
Little Miss Pinky. Little Miss Pinky. Well, you get a Priceline Pharmacy voucher for that unpopular opinion, Kristen.
And you're in the draw for Nova's First Class and 50K, Kristen.
Leanne, what is your unpopular opinion?
Spotto is the worst car game ever. All manufacturers should stop making yellow cars.
Are you across Spotto, Jack? Do you know how... Explain to people, Leanne, who maybe haven't been through the horror of Spotto.
Yeah.
When you've got kids in the car, they see a yellow car and yell out Spotto. Sometimes enough to give you a heart attack. Trying to put your lippy on in the car and they expect you to play Spotto.
I know. I don't think that you can get yellow cars that much anymore. There's a few fancy ones that my kids see.
Yeah, okay.
On the way to school run, there's about 8.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and you just sound like you regret your life choices.
Yeah, she's finished.
Oh, Spotto drives me insane.
Imagine if you'd known Spotto existed before you had children. Would you have your time again? Good on you, Leanne.
I think about it.
Yeah, you definitely consider it. You've got a Priceline Pharmacy voucher. Let's finish with Bridget. Bridget?
Hello. So my sweeping statement is I think Kylie Minogue is less than average and all of her songs sound the same.
Bridget, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can say this on air, but that is just straight up homophobic.
Bridget!
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's clickbait.
You know, I love it when a new partner of somebody and the old partner are out being friends.
A great example of that, Swanee, would be Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck.
Correct. Is she friends with J-Lo?
Yeah, like they all hang out, all three of them, I believe.
They're all friends?
Yeah, they're all
Another
friendly.
great example is Dakota Johnson, who we spoke about earlier, and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, because they're all mates, aren't they?
Who shared Chris Martin.
She probably just wants some free goop.
Well, who wouldn't? Who
Right.
wouldn't want a candle that smelt like Gwyneth's nether regions? This is a couple that I never thought I would see out together. Bianca Censori and Kim Kardashian have been spotted together. Now, they've got Kanye West in common. Is that weird?
I mean, Kim's very smart with these sort of PR plays. I think it's a nice, smart thing to do. And Kim's now got a boyfriend, so she's probably, not fazed by it. I feel like when you're in the new relationship, you don't care. But
probably.
Do you reckon Kim just looks at Bianca being like, babe, just blink twice? If you,
Oh,
they just must
absolutely
share a look.
Imagine what they would discuss. I heard last week that Bianca was out naked.
Yeah.
Nothing on at all, not a stitch of clothing.
Everything out.
You okay, hon? Also, the gorgeous and confident child, Northwest, has announced that she's going to be releasing her own album.
I saw that. I mean, after that song she did, so she should.
I agree. I love that song. And it's called Elementary School Dropout, which is obviously an homage to her father's 2004 album, The College Dropout. I, for one, will be listening to that, and so will Peg.
I tell you what will be an exciting... Oh, yeah, Peg will be wrapped.
Yeah.
What will be exciting day, Swanee, is one day when I get to go, Northwest, Daddy's Girl on Nova.
Yes, that's right. And that is coming,
That's-
whether you
it's
like it
coming.
or not. Now, let's move on to Pink. Has she left yet, or is she doing one of those, she's touring everywhere for another 2 years?
She's finished her shows in Melbourne. She's in Sydney in a couple of days, and she's still got to go to Brisbane and Townsville.
Great. Well, if you've got tickets to those shows, we're going to give you the heads up. She does a song called, like a segment in the concert called Jason's Secret Song, where Jason, her pianist, starts to play something and she's got to guess
And pick
what
it
it
up.
is. This is fun.
It's like a radio game.
I love this. Yeah, we could do it.
We should do it. You
We
and I.
should do that,
And
yes.
you're so good at these sorts of games.
Oh, I would love that. But I don't know how good Pink was at it. Have a listen. I mean, the song is genius, one of her best, but have a listen how she flubs it.
That sounded like the elevator version of God is a DJ. Did anyone feel like they were going up to someone's office?
I mean, how can you forget the words to one of the greatest songs that you've ever released? I've just forgotten them. You are the music. Yeah, see, she went music early and then she'd already used that word and she couldn't do it again.
I wonder if she goes home and jumps on Genius lyrics and just refreshes her mind.
You knew every word to that
I did.
song, you Pink
It's
tragic.
shameful, isn't
You
it?
know, we were talking earlier about home tattoo kits, and I think you need Alicia Moore. Alicia Beth
Beth,
Moore.
please, include the middle name.
ABM. Hey, we're out here.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.